light of the recent dethronement of the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Lamido Sanusi, by Kano State government for gross misconduct and disrespect to the institution, it is no secret that the deposed Emir of Kano has had run-ins with the governor since the inception of the administration. A school of thought said that the Emir of Kano wasn't given a fair trial, as the trial lasted for only 7 days. Now, do you think he was given a fair trial? Do you also think that the governor have the right to dethrone a traditional ruler? Does the governor also have the right to send a citizen to an exile? Echo Hot Blog is on the street to check pulse the state of Lagosians and hear what they have to say concerning this issue. My name is Okoli Westella, and you are watching the Echo Hot Blog. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Well, I actually heard about it was barely 8 hours after the situation, after the incident, I learned about the situation. So I read about it too, what has been happening. And it's been said, even by his lawyer yesterday, that he wasn't given a fair trial. And in the country, in Nigeria, traditional, rulers, traditional institutions have been politicized. I'm a Yoruba, and I learned a few questions being asked online yesterday, where some people are asking if some certain governors can depose some traditional rulers. For instance, I heard about Karigbo of Remoland in Shagamu. Someone was asking that can the governor of Ogun State, depose. So some people were like, he can't try. Even the president of the country cannot try. And again, what I could actually see, in all the situation is that our traditional institutions in Nigeria has been politicized.
It's tribe by tribe. In Yoruba tribe now, such a thing can never happen. So, like Oni of Ife now, Alaafin for you cannot just say you dethrone them. It's not possible. Maybe their own tradition. It's all people that colonize us, that bring us together. We are never together. We are different people entirely. We can say we are Nigerian, though there's nothing we can do about it. They have brought us together. There's nothing we can do about it. But in a nutshell, because Emir of Kano, Sanusi is doing he's saying the right thing. He's saying the right thing. That is why he was dethroned. Because I know one day truth will surely prevail. It might take a long time. It might be hot now. That it might say that okay, he has gotten away with it.
I think in the northern part of the country, the way they do things is quite different from what we do in the southwest. So I believe if their constitution over there says such, or it has been done before now, I believe it is possible for it to reoccur again. Just because here in the southwest, we hold our obas accountable for not involving themselves into politics. But in the other side of in the north, they see someone that says the truth. They see it like it's a taboo to them, The man is saying a lot, the Alumanjiris, he's saying so many that everybody should go to school. The government don't want to listen to that. The people in government, this Islamization agenda that they have for Nigeria, they believe the Emir, Sanusi Lamido, is it their Emir there, right? They believe he's saying too much. They believe he's not on their part, and because of that, they are not in tune with him. So the best way they want to do is just to eliminate him like they did with his father.
Tradition has been existing before we've been the British come and bring civilization to us. Are you getting it? The tradition has been existence. So I don't think they have the right. Well, what's really happening that aspect is it's politics. Let me put it that way. I think he's trying to go against what they are doing. Are you getting it? I think he's trying to go against what they are doing. And if you could observe very well, the so-called the governor himself, I getting it. I read the news. that he has sworn was it this fraudulent act like that, and our so-called president have to overlook that as well.
Considering for about the emir of the Kano, the thing happen for him, nothing we people will happy. I no go happen for that one. Politics na in kosa. Traditional rules, no to politics people to against any time. It's no good. For our own self, are now happy. No, many people will not happen for that one. At all, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not happy this country. I'm on the thing I want to tell you. So all the aim I make it careful for politics. Okay, no enter politics. This is not politics now cause this matter. If you know be politics, this country not happen.
Well, I wouldn't think that he was given a fair trial. He wasn't given a fair trial actually, because it looks like there's something wrong between him and the governor there. And if such a thing happens, it's for the governor to call his attention and tell him what is going wrong, then caution him as to what he has to do. But now he was not given any fair trial. He was just banished, dethroned and banished to another state. But on the other hand, I think maybe it's a game of time anyway against 2023, which everybody is suspecting now. You know, Sanusi might be pushed forward to contest either for presidency or for vice presidency in 2023. So he's being kept somewhere. And you know, yesterday it was out in the news that Sanusi was given an appointment, maybe by one of these governors there or so. So I don't think this is real. I don't think it is real. They are just playing us a game, and they know we are smarter than them.
From my own perspective, I feel it's better.
I guess yes.
I don't think so. Because I watched the thing on TV. They just came, they said they banished him and things like that. At least they should have followed their due process. You know, there's a due process. And they shouldn't have banished him like that. What I see is that there's a violation of human rights there. So he has every right to take them to court, and the court will just take his course.
I don't think he was given a fair trial. To me, the man is a very blunt man who comes out to say his mind as it is. But you know, the world we are living in, people don't like the truth. So he was not given a fair trial, and I don't believe what they did is the right thing. It's not fair. It's not fair for a traditional ruler to be treated ignominiously, just like that. I don't believe it's the right thing.
No, it's a very wrong decision from the government. It's a very, very wrong decision from the government, because on the normal norm, the only person that can impeach a president on the normal norm is the Senate. Do you understand? And now we're talking about the traditional aspect of it. This is an emir. You understand? And anything concerning anything traditional, either you being an emir or being a king of a traditional ruler, the government doesn't have any right to come or intervene in anything concerning traditional affairs. The only people that has a right to impeach an emir are either in Igbo land we call it chiefs. I don't know if it's called chiefs in Hausa land, but it's either the chiefs that has the right to join hands and impeach or remove the king or the emir.
Okay. No, concerning the emir of Kano, you know, the governor, they have influence of installing the emir. And so also it cut across everywhere, because every state governor, they have influence of installing them at the first places. And if there's any issue with them, because I've been reading about them since last year, you know, the man was having an issue with the governor. At the end of the day, when governor now discovered that this is time for him to dethrone him, he used his power, because he has that power over him. That is why he was able to use it.
Okay.
I don't think so. Because if he was given a fair trial, I don't think he will be going to court, right? Seeking his, I think, maybe court to grant him a fair hearing or something. But and also from the feelers we got, because we're not there, so we just hear the news and interpret it the way we like. From the feelers we got, we don't think he was given a fair hearing. I think the Kano State governor. I don't know, they called him up, they summoned him, I think reeled out his misdeeds or something, and the next thing we hear, he was dethroned or something. So, well, I believe the courts are there to disarm him. So.
Okay. Well, the thing came so quickly, I was surprised to see that he was removed. And going by what was trending on the internet about the speech or the whatever he said that, resulted to his removal. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it's their pattern to remove their leaders over there in the north. I don't know.
Okay.
But from my own side, it's very difficult for a political person to remove somebody. A traditional ruler. It's very, very difficult, and I've never seen it happen before. So I don't know. It's not meant to, because traditional stuff has to be done in a traditional way, not government interfering with government. Traditional stuff, things. So I don't know. The man was speaking the truth. He was saying the obvious truth, but you know how the country is.
I don't think so. The whole thing was politicized.
Truth will prevail.
Okay.
Because he's saying the truth. That's why he was dethroned.
The governor does not have rights.
And I believe he's going to go to court. And I believe very soon, then the Bayero will be out again, then they will put him, maybe his son back or something. It's just like that. Okay. The northern politics is quite different from the southwest politics. That is Nigeria for all of us.
It will not be right. Using power, his power, it's not right. In grandfather, na into emir for the Kano before. In grandfather, na be emir for the Kano. Sanusi, na be emir for Kano, na be imamu for Kano. After Sanusi come outside, then bring Ado Bayero. Ado Bayero, you know they for Nigeria, bring them for outside, don't send them to do what we come. So that he continue ruling to Kano. After he come out, die, people will put to Sanusi. So Sanusi is continue. Politics people then they argue with him. Now politics can do him.
It depends on the tradition of the land. If the tradition of the land allows it, fine. If it doesn't allow it, then maybe they're just doing it on their own. As governors, they have rights over the emir. They have rights over the obas according to our constitution. They can dethrone any oba. They can dethrone any oba. They can dethrone any emir according to the constitution, because they are the governors of the states, number one citizen. And what I think is wrong with that our constitution is just because the obas and the emirs are the closest to the people. They are not to be touched at all, because they are like anointed men of God. You understand? Every oba or emir comes from God. God chooses them. And they're not to be touched at all. Okay. But for a governor to use his might and dethrone an emir or an oba, I don't think it's biblically right.
It depends. You understand? For instance, a traditional ruler don't have to involve himself 100% in politics. You understand? And from my own point of view, I felt that is where the problem came from. You understand? But as a governor, you understand, he has the authority.
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Because I don't think his work gets to that part. Like, it's none of his business. He should face the one. Now, Lagos is already bad enough for him to take care of Lagos than him to start putting mouth in things that does not really concern him.
It does not. Because, we are now in a political dispensation. Nobody can dethrone anybody. He didn't put the man there. If there's a need for the man to be dethroned, at least he should have sampled the opinion of the masses. Because the man is there, he has some people that is governing. So he has every right. They can do their maybe, I don't know their constitution. I don't know the constitution. But then, before anybody does anything, the masses count. He should have sampled the opinion of the masses. I can say it's oppression. Somebody will just wake up and say, you are banished. They didn't even allow him to take his thing. They didn't allow his visitors to even come in, and they just banished him. They have no rights. He has every right to take them to court.
Well, I don't really know. You go to the lawyers to know if they really have the powers. But when we are talking of right or wrong, I don't think it's the right thing. Because traditional rulers are the custodian of our culture, our tradition. So they are not supposed to be just treated just like that anyhow. So I don't know about the right or the wrong, but it's not supposed to be so. For the governor or anybody who doesn't just like the traditional ruler to just like that, just decide to take him off, just because maybe their views are different, or just because for some other reason or the other. So I don't believe it's the right thing.
No, it's not done.
It's according to I think it's according to 1999. This is not the first time. If you remember in the time of Abacha dethroned Dasuki. And according to this I had also, they said there was an emir of Kano that was dethroned some years back as well by the government during that time. So I think this is not the first time. And I believe that because they have the power to dethrone them, if they don't have the power, they won't be able to do that.
Yes, he does, because the governor is the governor of a state. He manages the state on behalf of the people. He gets the vote of the people. So a traditional ruler is an organ, or is like a subset of the government, because his authority derives power from the government, which makes laws, I think, through the State House of Assembly and so on and so forth.
I don't think so. It all depends on what the Constitution says. But I don't know, I've not read to the extent where you have the power to send someone to an exile. I don't know what kind of practice they do in the north. But I don't know what the government is doing. I don't know. I'm just so disappointed that something like this, a man of that caliber can just be reduced to nothing in the society. It's just so ashamed of, it's just so embarrassing.
I want to believe the governor have the right, if actually the person has committed an offense. I want to believe the governor is more powerful than the traditional ruler. But what he has done is more of politics. I mean, this is politics of bitterness. Because somebody does not support you does not mean you have to clamp down on that person. It is wrong. What Ganduje has done is wrong. He was accused of taking money from some people the other time. What has happened to that? Nobody is talking about it again. Ganduje is wrong. That's my view.
It has been politicized. So that's their own thing. I don't know how they do their things in the north, but it can't happen it cannot happen in the Yoruba land.
This is our country. This is Nigeria. Where you want to send me to? I'm a Lagosian. You want to send me to Ijebu or what? It's not possible. You can't banish me from Lagos State and you say you want to send me. Who are you? Who are you? You're just a normal human being like me. Then you want to send me back to another state? It's not possible. I think the law should be reviewed or something. Or the people should just sit together and sort it out. It's nonsense. You can't banish anybody. Nigeria is for everybody. Lagos, anywhere, any citizen in any part of Nigeria is a part of that place where he is. So why you want to banish him? This is not like all these fetish people doing juju, No, this is not juju. This is real talk.
Don't you have a freedom anymore? Are you getting it? So we know the fundamental rights. Are you getting it? So it's not being, it's not being fair. So he doesn't have the rights.
What do I live on for Kano now? After that politics go, another thing coming, you go drop that one. So no still controller for the Kano again.
A citizen can send himself on exile, not for somebody to send him on exile.
It's traditional in Kano State that when you are once an emir and there is a misunderstanding and you are dethroned, the tradition says that you can't stay there. You can't stay in that Kano. You have to go to another place. Such a thing happened in Sokoto during Abacha time. You understand? When one of the emir there was dethroned, he was sent an exile. So it's the culture of in Northern. Not that it's a deliberate from the governor.
No, that's very bad, I guess. I think. Why should he? Is he perfect? He does not have. What did he do? What is his offense? Let them go to court. When they go to court, he has his own evidences. The accused too has his own evidences. Let them face the judgment from the court and let the court decide the due punishment. Nobody has any right. We are not in military regime. We are in political dispensation. Nobody has the right to oppress anybody.
Our governors these days, they are overstepping their bounds. For a citizen, just for you to say, you have no right to be here, you have no right, and we are all Nigerians. I believe the governor has overstepped his bound, and they need to be cautioned somehow. Because to me, a traditional ruler is not just anybody that you just treat just like that, just anyhow like that. Not to talk of ordinary citizens. So I believe the governor should be cautioned that they somehow overstep their bounds. It's not supposed to be so.
To an exile, it now depends on the crime, of the person or the citizen. It depends on the crime, because definitely there's a law that governs a state or a country. There's a law that governs it. And but if you say the governor particularly to put the citizen on an exile, it's not possible, except it's on the law.
Somebody that has the power to dethrone somebody, definitely he has the power to send somebody to an exile as well.
No, he doesn't. In the sense that because the Constitution grants freedom of movement and other powers are in the Constitution that are reeled out. So that's why, as a traditional ruler, deriving power from the government, he can be dethroned. But to send him on an exile, I believe they should look into the Constitution. If it's there, then he has the power to challenge such laws.
Yes, he has the power. He can do it, provided that person has committed an offense that warrants it.
Okay.
The governor is more powerful than the traditional ruler, because traditional rulers collect salary from council, not even directly from state government. So the governor is more powerful than the monarch.
Because the governor is not above the law. We are being led by the Constitution. So if you want to think about that, you have to consult the Constitution. And it is in the Constitution that, you know, every individual has the right to freedom. So if you send someone to an exile, where's the freedom? Right? So it's against the Constitution. He has no right.
The masses are really disappointed with the new development concerning the Emir of Kano, and majority seeks that something must be done. All right, guys, what do you think about this issue going on? Kindly share your thoughts on the comment section, and do not also forget to always subscribe and keep watching the Echo Hot blog. My name is Okoli Stella.